Hello, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing, for commenting, for sharing, for being here. A few people have mentioned to me that they are not receiving notification when my videos are released. And so in order to do that, you must hit the bell below the video and then you will be notified. I would really like to ask all of you to please watch my whole video. Um, if you get busy or something comes up, then just pause it and come back to it. There's a lot of pertinent information that I'm going to be sharing with you. A few poems, a few universal laws, and of course, galactic guidance, which is always galactic guidance. So, the first poem message is the law of the land. So many have forgotten the only rules are those of the universe, the only ones to use. Learn the laws on how they affect you. Those that still believe their lives are cruel, still blaming it all on others, don't see everything comes from you. You are your own creator. Know this well, feeling it deep within so you don't dwell on all your hurts, your pains, your sorrows, feeling lost and unloved. When life begins and ends with you, what you think you know, what you think is true, stop blaming others for your stance when everyone has an equal chance to awaken out of their illusion. Your lies you tell yourself. The ones you follow helps you justify yourselves when all you need to do is search and learn the universal truths. No matter what you learned, what you think you know and believe, 90% are lies made up for you to believe to keep you as a puppet on a string. You still play into their hands instead of uplifting yourself, focusing on evil and destructions that have been on this land. Stop. Be the love you came here to be, ignoring everything else. Raise your frequencies by being free of everything that harmed you. By raising your frequencies to a love so strong, sharing your positive energies all day long. Heed to this message. Be stronger than strong. When you worry about speaking your truths because others might be offended by you, then you still are not learning unconditional love of self. How others respond shows you their love quotient. If they get upset, then they do not love themselves. It's simple. Because when you love yourself, you don't get upset. Because you understand the truth and the realities of life. We are fractured without you even realizing it. What is your role in this life? It's to grow and to remember you are much, much more than you seem. But even though the light has won, and say that, by the way, repeatedly every day to yourself, they still can delay the outcome. The outcome that you all want to have. So stop falling into their hands. You do this without even realizing it. Your response, your negative responses to what goes on in the world is their food for your fury. You need to see this now. to stop and put all your energy into self-love, knowledge about the universal laws, spreading love, spreading positivity. Feel it to be it, carry it. It's going to get much worse. So before it gets better, help our world by helping yourselves. I don't care how many people insist that they love themselves, and I don't see how anyone can say that when nobody on this planet has ever learned what true love is. True love is not having a relationship with some man or some woman. That has nothing to do with the reality of love. Love is a feeling. It's knowing who you are. It's understanding the universal laws. It makes sense. And I've said this a million times that you don't know, but are you even trying to learn? Because you need to spend all your time on yourself. Because everything that's going on around you is going to triple get worse. And how are you going to get through it if you don't truly love yourself? And if you don't know the universal laws? There's a lot of them on YouTube. I did one. You could go way back to the beginning of my channel. I did all the universal laws. Let me give you an example. First off, all TV shows still practice third dimension. All commercials, everything on television is still practicing and relaying to you the third dimension. Now, the third dimension is not even here anymore, but you carry it in your memory. A lot of you say you're awake. Yes, you're awake to the fact that you know lies. That's a positive. But to get upset about them is not positive. To want to share what goes on in this world and how negative it's been, if you feel the need to do it in a positive spin. Not by talking about hate and lies and, destruction and how you want them all to be dead. Because that's not about self-love. You don't wish any bad on anyone. I don't care how bad they've been. That's not reality. So here's another example of the law of attraction. And the reason why I'm going to bring this one up is because you all relate to this. Because the number one goal of everyone is to be in a relationship, to find someone to be their friend, to cry if you have no friends. I had somebody contact me whose energy was so intense of non-self-love and wanted to know why everybody doesn't like him. Like, why is that so important? Isn't it obvious that everyone mirrors you? And if you feel that nobody likes you, then what is the message? You don't like yourself. And with love relationships, how many people get into relationships where they fight constantly, where they hate each other, where they become abusive, where they cause harm on each other? Is that love? The pandemic has been showing how many people are all in the wrong relationships because they're not in love with themselves. It's not going to happen. So forget about it. And if you're young, don't feel like you have to hurry up and have some relationship, because age isn't reality. Time isn't reality. You've got all the time in the world because the only time that matters is now. So what should you be doing now? You should be working on yourself. Only focused on yourself first. You can't help other people when you don't love yourself. You can't help other people when you tell everybody you love yourself because you don't. And if you tell other people that you do, then you don't. If you are judgmental, you don't. If you worry about what other people think, you don't. I keep saying this every week. I don't think anyone hears me, believes me, or whatever. The other situation is the universal laws. Everybody has issues. Everybody has had traumatic experiences. Get over it. They're for reasons beyond your control. And if they're continuing, it's because you're not about self-love and wisdom and harmony. Because you can erase karma that way just by understanding love, truth, wisdom, and living in harmony. Why not spread the truth of love? Why not spread positive information? Why not show people the beauty of our world instead of the hate that's always around here? Because you're not helping other people and you're definitely not helping yourself. Because anything that's negative carries negative energy and you suck that in. Now you can be meditating and feeling joyful and happy, and then bam, someone sends you some negative information and it takes you all out of sorts. What is it telling you? You're not loving yourself. Because number one, you would never read a post, a channel from anyone until you checked with your higher self first. Is this truth? Otherwise, you're reading a bunch of stuff. People are sharing so much negativity and so much untruths. People will never really know exactly what's going to happen on this planet. Nobody's going to know ever. I don't care how many people think they know. They believe that they know. They don't know. Nobody knows. Because it's number one, it's the first time. Number two, it's there's just so much to fight off first. The deep state is losing their powers, but yet they can change or not change the destiny, but they could make it last, make it wait, stop it. Ugh, those are not the right words. You know what? I wrote this down. They can delay it. A simple word, delay, just got off my head. They can delay it by all of you doing this stuff because they see you following them and it gives them more happiness and feels like they're more still in power. You need to see this. I mean, it's logical because this is how people are. This is how you are. This is logic. So, I mean, if you look around, people are developing like negative video games to play on your phone or on the internet. Guns and shootings and killings. I mean, one that drives me crazy is trying to figure out how to save a fish. And all this fish does is cry and scream. What is this? This is junk. This is garbage. This is keeping you locked in to the third dimension. And like I said, your memory of the third dimension, your memory keeps creating it all by itself. So here's the number one universal law is the law of harmony. This law supersedes the law of karma. Karma is the supreme potential of balance. The purpose of karma is to obtain harmony. If you throw a rock in the pond, you disturb the harmony of the pond. The cause and effect was the splash which you caused. The ripples flow out and back till the harmony is restored. Now, before I read this, do you see how you are doing this with your negative posts? You're disrupting the law of harmony. Your disharmonious actions flow out into the universe and come back to you, to your life, time after life, time after life, time until eventually your harmony is restored. As you go through your life, you and everyone else will experience the karmic ripples until there is harmony. And once you can live an entire life in harmony, you are free of the wheel of incarnation. Now that has changed, because karma is going away. But in the meantime, you are not helping yourself and you're not helping anyone else. So remember the law of harmony. There's the law of attraction. The law of attraction says you can only attract someone who loves you as much as you love yourself. Pretty much nobody walks around this planet loving themselves. So how do you expect to attract love to you? So take the time. I don't care if it takes a week, if it takes a month, if it takes a year. Because if you ignore it, you're just staying in disharmonious life. You're struggling. And like I'm going to remind you again, more and more stuff is coming out and gonna come out. Stuff that is so unbelievable, so disgusting. And how are you going to deal with it? Hollywood is on a downward spiral, and that is such a positive thing. You know, what is all over the internet? I'm sick of Hollywood. I'm sick of so-and-so had a baby. So-and-so, had such a beautiful, fun time with their family on Father's Day. They're allowed to post it all over the world because they're so-called famous. It's a joke. It's a total joke. It's not reality, and who cares? Who cares if someone had a baby? There's babies born to everyone. Gosh, probably every second of every day a baby is born. Do you know about it? No, because you're not famous. That is going away, and I'm so happy that it is. NFL, with their money issues, now they're building a new stadium in LA for the LA Chargers. Now, trust me, I loved football, but it's crooked, it's evil, it's dangerous. And what is it all about, really? Your entertainment? No, it's about money. How can the NFL afford to spend $500 billion on a stadium when people are homeless, people are suffering, people have no food? And yet, what do you do still? You all still give money to organizations, charitable organizations run by the deep state, who take your money and pocket it because they created all the diseases that you have. They created cancer, they created AIDS, they created all of it. Then you give them money so they can find a cure when they already have a cure because they created it in the first place. So you're throwing your money away. Give it to the homeless on the street. The deep state has been in power for, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. I mean, they've been around causing havoc since before Jesus. They are not going to give up easily because they've been living the life of luxury. They know how to get you. And remember too, so much false information is still being spread to all of you. Not to get angry, not to complain. You truly need to stop this nonsense when you believe it's only a game. It's a board game and you're all the pieces, the puzzles, whatever. Deep state creates a lie. They post it on television because they own the damn television system. And then all of you go out and riot over it. Now, there are real riots because you all follow what they say. And there's made up riots, meaning that a lot of the people that are rioting are from the deep state, paid to do this. These people make $200 a riot or more. So know this and stop playing their game. You keep the game alive. Anger, depression, it's negative energy at its core. They win when you continue to play their game. The universal law of harmony. You are creating disharmony in the world. You believe you know. You believe you're awakened, but you still don't see the real truth. You don't even believe the truth because you wouldn't falter so much between I believe it, I don't, I do, I don't, I do, I don't, I do, I don't. Why do you vacillate? Because you don't really believe that something good's going to happen. I mean, it's logical, isn't it? And why do you continue? Because you don't love yourself. Because the number one key of the world and the universe is practicing love. And I say practice because it takes practice to change yourselves into being real, true, unconditional love. So many questions people don't understand, which will help them by being positive and uplifting others as you can. You need to practice until you become this person. You don't even need to think about it. It's like someone gets angry at you because you share your truth and you don't feel bad about it. You don't think, oh, I hurt someone else's feelings. No, because when you do that, you don't love yourself. When you're so concerned about how other people think about what you're going to say, you don't love yourself. You put your energy into how other people think about you when you're wasting your time because you only do that because you don't love yourself. So put your energy into self-love. Why do you dwell on negative information or allow others' thoughts to become your thoughts and get you so confused? Because you don't believe that good is coming and you don't love yourself. These people are mere reflections of you. They're reflecting you, showing you what you need to change about yourself. That's what mirror reflections do. Do you need to know all of this? No, you really don't need to know. Not if you can't handle it. I mean, those who need to know are the people who are dead asleep. You can't make people awaken, but why don't you get them to think? You know, yesterday I posted a poem. Only one person got it. People said, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. One person said, wow, this makes you think. That's the reason for my poetry. It's to get you to think. To think and see. Open your eyes and see reality. And know, number one, the light is one. Number two, no one's going to change our destiny. They can delay it if you follow them still, if you get mad at them still, if you show them you still believe what they say, they're going to continue. Think about it. When you're a child and someone bugs you and you get mad, they don't stop until you ignore it, right? Because then it's no fun to play with you anymore. It's not fun because you're ignoring them. So they're going to find someone else to play with, to anger, to tease, to show them that they can do these things to you because of your reaction to it. You've got to watch your reactions. You've got to do everything everything through peace, love, and harmony. That's it. Now, the last end of messages is from my book, God's Messages of Truth. Now, before I read this, my Galactics, I've been looking for my book or my notepad of all the laws of the universe for 6 months. I knew I had it. I couldn't find it anywhere. Today, when they wanted me to do it, it just appeared. Easy. You see, everything that you are guided to do is easy when you're on the path. When you're following your path, everything lines up. Miracles increase. Everything, synchronicity is all around you. Anything you need to know, you ask your higher self and you get an answer. Other people, you can run into a store, will share loving information with you. People you don't even know. When you follow your guidance, when you love yourself 100% unconditionally, then you live in the fifth dimension, and all of this garbage that goes on around you doesn't even faze you. Because you know it's a game. You know, it's a game of Monopoly. You just ended your game. Anyway, they led me to another message that is a poem from my book. It's called, We Are the Warriors of the Light. Through all the heartache, through all the pain, releasing to begin again. Over and over it seems, never to leave, but must believe. Everything happens for a reason. Learning only brings us away to lift ourselves higher than ever before. We do know deep in our hearts there is much more to gain forevermore. We are the warriors of the light, fighting strong, making everything all right. There is light much bigger than you know. Paradise, love, and colors aglow. Earth will never again be full of evil and karma for thee, but a bright, shiny star lighting your life as we all become our light bodies taking flight. frolicking joyfully, finally seeing each other naturally, keeping on. All our pain will soon be gone. Love, joy, freedom to be. Only love we all will see. You can't even imagine what's to come. And I want to remind you, the Earth's frequencies will change. When everyone's frequency rises and all the deep state is gone, this planet's frequencies will raise and it'll appear differently. It'll be like we're on a different planet, even though we're still on Earth. And do you need to worry about that now? Do you need to think about that now? No. What do you need to do right now? You need to focus on yourself. You need to spend all your time and energy becoming unconditional love first. And following the universal laws of karma and effect, to help you understand that all the traumas and all the pains we've all done was from past lives, past incarnations of times that you were evil, at times that you killed people, at times that you raped others, at times that you were nasty to your lovers and cheated on them, whatever. I mean, that's what you did. You know, it's reality. So what? Be happy that you're now here. You chose to be here. You chose to come here because you are stronger than strong. So do this all day long. Love yourself 100% unconditionally and learn the laws of the universe. And forget all the other laws that are out there because they're made up by the deep state. They're not reality. They don't do anything good for you. Overcome, rise above. That's all you need to do to live in heaven, which is right here. Your friends, your families who have passed away are not in heaven, because there is no real heaven and hell there. It's being love, going back to love, which we're bringing onto the planet. What you so-call heaven is going to be earth. Heaven is coming to earth. We are in a process of eliminating death, disease, destruction, lies, bad people, karma, all that crap, to paradise. We're headed to paradise. So help us get there sooner than later. Thanks for joining. Have a blessed day. Bye.